Story 20, Part 2, The Three Sisters and the Good Jinn, Florida. The Three Sisters' Dark Secrets, RJ Vishon. Welcome back. Part 2 reveals what each sister had been experiencing secretly. First, Sophia began to speak. She said, "One very hot night, I was reading a book on the balcony. I used to stay up late reading. That night there was no electricity, load shedding. The darkness was absolute. Then suddenly I felt a cool breeze, a cold wind touching my body. For a moment, all the heat disappeared, and I felt a deep peace. I had never felt such a cool, soothing wind before. Then I smelled a beautiful fragrance, a sweet perfume that captivated me. I had never smelled anything like that anywhere. Then the electricity came back, and everything vanished. That night, I could not focus on my studies anymore. My body felt heavy. I went to sleep. In deep sleep, I felt someone whispering in my ear, a soft voice repeating something. I could not wake up fully, nor could I understand what was being said. I also felt that sweet fragrance again. In the morning, I woke up to the sound of birds. When I opened my eyes, I found myself sitting on the balcony chair, even though I clearly remembered going to my bed and lying down. I was shocked. I thought maybe I had gotten up in my sleep, but I have no history of sleepwalking. I dismissed it as a mistake. But the same thing happened for 3 nights in a row. Every night, a power cut, then that cool breeze, the sweet fragrance, and whispers. And every morning, I would wake up on the balcony chair. I started getting worried. I also began having a strange headache, but whenever it came, that cool breeze would bring instant relief and peace. I did not pray regularly. Some days I prayed, some days I didn't. One night, I got up to drink water. As I was walking through the drawing room, I noticed a small, beautiful child, a happy-faced child, looking at me. The child seemed to be gesturing to me to pray. The familiar sweet fragrance filled the room. I felt happy and moved toward the child, but suddenly I realized there is no child in our house. When I looked again, the child was gone. I became very afraid and ran back to my room. That night, I dreamed of the same child. The child came close to me and told me to pray. The sweet fragrance surrounded him. I tried to catch him, but I woke up. Yet the fragrance remained in my room. I had the same dream several more nights, the child urging me to pray. After that, whenever I went out after evening, I would notice a shadowy figure near me, and the same sweet fragrance would fill the air around me. Others with me could not smell it or see the shadow. Then I noticed a very large dog, much larger than any normal dog, roaming near me. It would stay close, as if guarding me from something bad. I have lived in this area for 10 years and never seen such a dog. I didn't understand any of this. I could not explain it. Then Emma spoke. She said, "Mother, I don't know how you will understand, but these past days I've been facing strange experiences. Last week I had a class test. The night before, I finished studying and went to sleep around 2 a.m. I fell asleep immediately, but then I heard footsteps in my room, someone walking barefoot. I half opened my eyes and saw no one. When I closed my eyes, I heard the footsteps again. This happened repeatedly. Then, almost every night, I felt an invisible presence in my room. 2 nights ago, 2 crows kept cawing outside my room. They would start as soon as I entered. That night, I saw a dark shadow in my room. It seemed to be calling me, trying to tell me something. When I covered myself with my blanket, I felt someone walking around me, and it felt like an earthquake. My bed was shaking violently. I haven't been able to sleep properly for days. One evening, I went to the bathroom. Through the ventilator, I saw a hideous face, a terrifying face. I was very scared, but told no one. Also, sometimes when I wake up for Fajr prayer, I find myself standing in the kitchen near the trash bin. This has happened several times, but I have no history of sleepwalking. And why would I always go to the trash bin? Moreover, whenever I was sleepwalking, if someone called me from behind, I would run away. So someone else must be seeing me. Mother, I am telling the truth. This is not my imagination. Then Olivia spoke. She said, "One night, I dreamed of a man. He spoke to me strangely, caressed me, gave me advice and commands. About you, Mother. Why is your mother like this? Stop her from doing that," he would say. He also told me how to arrange my room and many other things. I became so attached to him that I stopped distinguishing between dream and reality. When I woke up, I would scream at my parents, "Where is my husband?" I accepted that shadowy figure in my dream as my husband. I obeyed everything he said. He told me that my sisters are not good for me. They don't want my well-being. So I started fighting with my elder sister, and whenever I got the chance, I would hit her. When I was awake, I would scream and argue with everyone. If anyone tried to explain that I was not married, I would not accept it. I was deeply influenced by my imaginary husband. I made strange sounds in my sleep. I always wanted to sleep. Sleep became my favorite. After hearing all this, the imam turned to me and said, "Does your eldest daughter create any problems regarding the middle daughter's marriage or the youngest daughter's imaginary husband?" Sophia stood up from the sofa, went to the imam, and said, "I want Emma to die before she marries that boy. And I want Olivia's husband to remain only a fantasy, not real. I am asking for your help." While saying this, Sophia's face had changed completely. It looked different, not her own. The imam finished his tea and said, "Mother, I will discuss this with my own teacher, Master Healer. Next Friday night, you and your 3 daughters sleep in the same room. Let the father sleep separately. Do not be afraid. I will come on Friday evening with my Master Healer." Then he left. Note to viewers: the confrontation continues in part 3. Send your story to rjvishon@gmail.com. Everyone stay well. Allah Hafez.